Anyways, as the title mentions, today we're going to talk about why I quit my new job and basically, some backstory about me since I've never really introduced myself. My name is Mario, so for anyone that's wanting to know who I am, I graduated from UNG, University of North Georgia, back in December of 2020. And basically what happened in the past year is I was looking for an entry-level IT position. I started applying around August of last year, and at this time I was working a full-time job, what I was studying. So I was studying computer information system, so hence I was looking for an entry-level IT job. So I spent many days, many weeks, many months applying daily, constantly. I was submitting, anywhere from 10 to 20 applications a day for most of the weeks and most of the months since July of last year. So I really wasn't very successful as far as getting that entry-level position before I graduated in December. And then after graduation, I was like, wow, it hits you. You graduated, and now what? You don't have a job. And I'm sure many, students that graduated during this pandemic, were facing the same challenges. Fast forward till May of this year. At the end of May, I managed to finally land a interview for an entry-level IT job. And this is what I thought I really wanted to do. I thought I wanted to, work in the IT field, and start my career there. But in all reality, this is not what I wanted to do. I spent many years before that in retail, and I really hated it. And I always felt that there was something more that I could do besides working 40 hours a week. Sometimes I was working 50 or 60 hours when I became a manager, and that wasn't the lifestyle I want. It's not what I want to do for the next 30 years. I don't want to work 40 hours and just have weekends off or have 2 days off. That just doesn't seem very appealing to me. I know to many of you that are watching probably going to criticize me for that, and it's not for me. It's fine that you want to work 40 hours and have a steady income and have that 401k, healthcare, and that's fine for many of you because you have a family to take care of. You're married, have kids, you have a mortgage, and I totally understand that. But for someone like myself, I don't have those responsibilities, and I don't want to do that. So anyways, I'm getting a little bit off topic. Back to what happened. So I did get the interview. Originally, I wasn't going to go to the interview because I've spent almost a year, and I was like, well, it's not going to be any different. They're probably going to say no. So I wasn't going to go. So I was like, well, I need to have an open mind, and I need to go ahead and go to this interview. So I went, and the interview lasted maybe 10-15 minutes. Like, well, it doesn't look like I will be getting this job. So a few days went by, and they got in touch with me, and they extended the offer to me. And as many, when you first go into a new industry, you're not paid well. So I was taking a huge pay cut from my current position because I had been with them for 2 years. And I was like, really don't want to take this pay cut, but in order to move on, because this is what I thought I wanted to do, I need to take this very low pay, which is, again, it's nothing wrong with that. I just want to be clear about that because I'm sure many of you will probably criticize me for that again. So I took the position, and the first 2 days it was kind of overwhelming because I really didn't know what I was doing and what to expect. By day 3, I kind of got the workflow and I was doing most of the things on my own. Day 4 and 5, I had it pretty much packed down, and it just, each day that I went there, I was like, I really don't want to be sitting in the cubicle for 8 hours and just, you know, waiting for the weekend or waiting for 5 o'clock to get off and go into rush hour, because here in Atlanta traffic is horrible, and that commute, it may be 10 miles, but it may take you 30 minutes because of traffic. And that's just not, again, not appealing to me, to have to drive 30 minutes to an hour commute for work in the mornings and then again in the afternoons, while sitting 8 hours at a cubicle. And this is what I thought I wanted to do, because growing up they tell you, go to university, get you a job. I know that possibly be making more down the line, but again, I would be suppressing those feelings, those emotions of wanting to travel or wanting to do something else, something more fulfilling than doing data entry, pretty much what it was, because I was just doing alerts and updating cases for the most part, and really wasn't much else to that besides minor troubleshooting, which again, it just isn't fulfilling for me. Someone else might like that, but I just feel that there's more to life than just going to work for 40 hours. We have the American dream of going to work 40 hours, doing anything and everything you can to go up on that corporate ladder, and then retire at 60 and hope that you make it at 60, because tomorrow's never guaranteed. You can walk out there and have a heart attack or get hit by a bus, or something may happen to you and you might not make it to retirement. So, and with the whole pandemic, that's shown to prove that there were many people that died because of this whole pandemic, and many of them were young too, that didn't make it to retirement. So that kind of opened that feeling of needing to do something more and experience life, because again, tomorrow is not guaranteed. And I know I'm off again topic, but it's just kind of mind-blowing to me that we're engraved with this, taught this, where there are people out there that are doing exactly what I want to do, or doing exactly what you want to do, and they did it, so why can't we? Why can't I do it? And the answer to that question is, you got to create a plan and execute that. You have to think about it. If I cut back on doing this to invest that money into what you want to do in order for it to help you grow, help you create more income, or generate you different kind of income, then you can reduce the hours at work. So ultimately, if you stop, or if you change some of the habits, can possibly work in 9 to 5. And again, this doesn't apply to everyone, because there's nothing wrong. I want to just say that there's nothing wrong with working a 9 to 5 for some people. There's nothing wrong for that. Some people do need that steady income, or need that stability in their life, because they just have they have responsibilities. Many of you be married or have a mortgage or have kids, and you can't just quit that job. But what you can do, if you do want to get away from that, is start a plan and execute it. Do something after work, and that will grow eventually, as long as you keep providing that type of attention, and as long as you keep nurturing that. Like, it's basically like nurturing a plant. You water it, you fertilize it, take care of it, and it eventually will grow. So if you do the same, apply that same type of concept to your business model or to whatever you want to do, and turn it into a business, and that'll eventually get you out of doing the 9 to 5. So what are my plans for now? Now that I don't have this new IT job, which was a NOC engineer, is what I was. So what am I going to do with my life now? Basically what I want to do is create more content, get better at videography, and eventually be able to travel. That's my goal. I want to travel and I want to experience and go see different parts of the world. And you know, I may not be able to do it today, but if I keep going the way I'm going, I know eventually I'll make it there. And eventually you can make it into the type of future you want. But you know, the decision is yours, and it's not easy. Life is not easy, but you have to make sacrifices and figure out what you want to do. So there you have it, guys. A small recap. I did quit my job as a NOC engineer, and I'm planning to do more video content for YouTube and also work on different projects and continue to do what fulfills me. And well, that's it for this video. I know it's kind of long, and I hope this, you know, I hope that many of you can kind of relate to what I went through or what I'm going through, because sometimes we suppress those feelings, those emotions, because we have to continue with our responsibilities. And it's not easy for many of you, because you have different responsibilities than I do, and I am able to just say quit. You know, I want to pursue something else because I don't have that type of responsibility. So there you have it, guys. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please consider subscribing if you want to see part of the world. I do plan to travel more, and I do plan to do some tech videos. So if you're into those kind of videos, please consider subscribing. If you like this video, please hit a thumbs up for me, and we'll see you on the next video.